Good morning. Welcome to Natasha Makes. Wow. Yeah, it's Odile Day today. It just feels a bit wow. Just wow. So if you haven't seen Odile's fabrics before, these are her velvets and they are just exquisite. It would be fair to say, wouldn't it, Jem? Jem is just getting in the corner.
Stunning.
Get in the corner, Jem. What you got?
Goodies.
Goodies. We love goodies. Do you know what I found, Gemma? Minutes before the show.
What'd you find?
I found the other half of my velvet.
Oh.
I know. Because chatting to Gemma this morning, I was like, what? 10 shows last week has just left my brain. Don't really know what I'm doing. So it was a conversation. Gemma, what did I say I was doing today? Could you just catch me up on that? Just for a second there. Don't know where my head is. She said, Natasha, you're doing a bag. Oh, good. What bag? what am I doing? I'm doing this one today. Now, it is fair to say that we have made this bag before.
It's a beauty.
But you can't have too many. Not when they look like this. Surely not when they look like this. So, this is made out of this velvet panel. And this is the thing with all of these. Whenever anybody comes into the warehouse, and they're always drawn to Odile's velvets, but they don't realise they're velvet, and they just go, oh, look, they're really stunning. And then you say, touch them. And then, thanks, Jem, you get this moment where they start to touch the little velvet panel, and their little faces light up, and it just is the most sumptuous fabric I think we've ever had. ... ever. It's a big claim because we've got some beautiful fabrics. Oh, that is good and very hot. So thank you, whoever made me that. Glorious Gaynor. She's a fan of these, isn't she?
Massive.
She came in this morning, she's like, so I made all my cushions out of these. She said some were presents, and then somebody bought the other ones. I wasn't quite ready to let them go. Of course you can buy to make, buy to sell, and all of that. So yeah, you do get to that point though, don't you, where you're not quite ready? Like almost, but I'd like to stroke it for a little bit longer before it goes, if that's okay, everybody, please. So I suggest that she makes them for herself. And yeah, there was a problem with that, Gemma. The problem
she needs
was
to redecorate her entire house.
Yes!
Basically what I'm doing. I've got 2 rooms that I'm redecorating really simply so that I can Odile them.
Right, exactly that. And there's nothing wrong with that, everybody. And I mean, right.
One of them's my stepdaughter's room. I'm
Does
almost
she know?
counting. Well, I'm counting the months till she goes to uni, so I can boot her out of said room and Odile it. Is that awful? It's really awful, isn't it?
I mean, you know.
She'll learn. She'll come back
She'll
to this fabulous
feel
room.
the love. Feel the love. Oh, I just need my glasses. Can't see anything, Jem. Blind as a bat. And Inga was telling me yesterday why I am so blind. I don't know what's on there either.
I mean, I don't think they'll be any better with them on, judging by how much they need a good clean with your lease of lovely cloth.
Do you know what? Just no other cloths. Because there's always makeup and such shenanigans. And obviously my makeup's meant to stay on my face for, you know, the lights of TV and all that rubbish. It does tend to just smear across the glasses. And the Lisa Chandler one is the only one that actually cuts through all of that. They're super good. Right, so should we say hello to everybody? Oh, it's telling me I've got a live event. I know, I'm here doing it. It's like Facebook is nagging me. Oh, actually, if Facebook isn't nagging you about our live events, what did Josh discover about that? That you have to go and say that you're interested in our live event.
Yeah,
he loads them all up. But basically, I think Facebook thought that we were telling you too much, or that people were generally being told too much about live events, so they went, no. Morning, Joe. Oh, I loved your photo of 4 generations. That was very gorgeous. She'd had a busy weekend meeting up with the family. So relaxing, with a coffee, and loving this gorgeous fabric. Yeah, Morning, Jane. Morning, Elizabeth. Morning. She says, that looks lush. Do you know what? That is not a bad description, is it?
No.
Lush. Good morning, Pam. Good morning, beautiful peeps. What a stunning set. Yes.
Thanks.
Do you know, this is one of the panels. This is one of the meter panels. And the more I look at it, the more I see. And I haven't even used half of it yet. Eek.
It's the panel that keeps on giving.
It is the panel that keeps on giving. Morning, Bridget. Morning, Joanna. Morning, Rona. Morning, Fiona. Well, that rhymes, isn't it? Morning, Grace. Definitely a sewing day here in Cardiff. We've got lots of people in Wales, haven't we, this morning? Morning, Rebecca. Morning, Tash. Loving my advent calendar. It's amazing. With a big heart. I'm so pleased because, you know, a lot of time went into those to hand wrap everything. Morning, Lo. Here in spirit only. In complete shock last night. Oh, no. She's lost a healthy friend to COVID. Oh, no.
Gosh.
Vaccinated and everything.
Oh,
Oh, I'm so sorry, Lo. Oh, bless you. Well, yeah. That's one of life's definites, isn't it? What do they say? Death and taxes. Yeah, I'm so sorry. Susan, she says, wow, beautiful wall display. Do you know what? It's just a roll of the stuff. Would it be wrong to do a headboard in that?
That so needs it. I mean, it needs no shenanigating, really, does it? It just looks stunning on its own. It's incredible.
Yeah. I am quite tempted just to frame it and put it on one of the kids' walls, probably Emily's. Lisa says, good morning. Calm before the storm here in Northern Ireland. Are we expecting more storms? Are we?
It's all going on.
I don't know. Oh, YouTube is something in sync. Oh, is in sync for once. We're not normally in sync on YouTube. Oh, I don't know.
Josh will be pleased.
Audra says she loves these colours. But she hasn't made her click-clack yet. Oh, you've got to make your click-clack.
Oh, Audra.
There's your click-clack. Didn't we send you out the click-clack special like? I think we got some
We
ones
had to
extra.
get it in. Yeah.
And Audra also says shenanigating, word of the day. That is Gemma's job role, isn't it? Chief shenanigator. Because she does so many different things. And says, yay, phone calls from the dentist.
Oh.
Yay, he's ill. Ah, come on.
Poor dentist.
Well, you know, maybe
well
they're
soon,
watching
Mr.
too.
Dentist.
Can watch. Love the advent calendar. I'm so pleased that you are all enjoying the advent calendars. This is very good news. Very good news. We've got kits for you today. I feel like my desk is very full. I don't really know where to start this morning.
I didn't help that situation this morning,
No,
did I?
no, you did not. Right, that is stuff I need to actually use. That needs to actually come back on again so that I can, you know, actually produce the show.
Well, that would be good.
Right? I mean, I don't think that's too much hassle. We've got this kit back in. Was this one that you really wanted?
This one, Minnie Peter won't watch the show back, will she? She likes orange things. She also likes elephants. I feel that she needs this
in her life.
I feel I might have to make one.
So
for her.
This is now. Oh, morning, Julia. In stock.
And it's taken forever to get it because it went completely out. We had to wait for a reprint, didn't we, on that one?
Yeah, I did have to go for a full-on reprint. But it is rather lovely. There's the tablet. And look, you can see all the velvety goodness in there, all the velvety lining. It's rather gorgeous. Now, there are options with these that you can always pop little D-rings on there and have it as a handbag.
Mm-hmm.
I have seen that done.
We had crafty types as well that said that the velvet that it was being lined with was too nice to be going inside it, so they were going to use normal lining fabric and then make another item out of their lining, which I thought was rather frugal and rather clever.
Do you want to see the other two tablet cases that we have for you today?
Yes.
This is out of the new velvet collections, which are rather gorgeous, I have to say. What is it about chrysanthemums that these designers absolutely love? And then you've got the irises in the background. These are VV Beautiful Kit Pouchette. Yeah, there you go. That's the end of my French.
Pochette. Cute, isn't it?
It's really lovely. So that's what it, yeah, here we go. Have a little looky-see. Whoop, bit of light on there. That's what they're going to look like, one way and t'other.
Like the
You
little
even get the
subtle
little button.
post-it note I've stuck on there to tell you what they're called, and then you're just flashing it around for the world to see.
There you go, that's what it's called.
Autumn, winter, basically, I think. I'm sure Claire Angelina will pop along and tell me if my friend.
Oh, she did say she was going to be on hand for all of my French-based needs.
Good.
Because, you know, I've got a few. Oh. This is the one with the geckos. Did you notice them, Gemma? Or did you just look at the flowers?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. Ginkgo. Love.
Yeah, I added the word gecko in for people in case they wanted to search that one.
Oh, did you?
Them. Yeah.
And then there is, of course, the heffalumps. We love those. They are our new kits today. We also have, let me just remind you, I don't know how many of the notebook covers we've got left. I'm going to say not very many. Whoops.
One.
Oh, well, this one.
Literally one.
We've got this one,
Yeah.
if you want the notebook cover. A5, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I feel I'm going to be learning French.
Yeah.
We also have, oh, I love this. And we do have this as big fabric as well. But this is your needle case in velvet. Beautiful. And then we've got the eye thingamajiggies, otherwise known as masks. That's it. We've sold out of a lot of them, haven't we?
Yeah, absolutely.
We've got 2 colourways left. That one and that one.
And not a huge amount of those, to be honest, either.
No, they're rather beautiful. They make fabulous gifts.
Gorgeous
actually, don't
gifts. Yeah. For a sewing friend or to make up and gift
Or to
made.
make.
Beautiful.
This is, yeah, so when you get them,
so
look at
soft.
this. Really soft.
Really lovely on the eyes.
Which, you know, is kind of the idea, right?
Yeah, yeah. But, yeah,
But
you say that.
even the elastic is kind of velvety. It's rather
The
gorgeous.
thing is, you buy these things and they're not always nice on the eyes. That's kind of my point. You know,
Oh.
I've had an eye mask given to me before and I've gone, because I've got quite long eyelashes as well. So I want something really soft against my eyes. I don't want it to be,
All right,
you know, snaggy.
with your long eyelashes.
They're not as long as they
problems in
were.
the corner there.
Not as long as they were.
I remember Freddie as a small child telling me that his eyelashes were tangled in his eyebrows.
Oh, nice.
Like, we are not friends
No,
because
that's
you know,
incredible.
that's not anything that came from me. And then that's your beautiful lining fabric and your poofity stuff to make it feel fabulous. This is my demo one that I haven't demoed yet, Gem.
Well, that needs to change.
Well, I'm not demoing it today, am I?
Well,
Do you know what else I
we
wanted
can
to just
stay
show
on.
you?
We've got all day.
We've got all day.
We haven't got any
We've
more
got all
shows to prep
day.
for this week.
We have no other shows to prep for. We have every show to prep for this week and the ones between Christmas and New Year. This is just to give you an idea of what they look like. And you're always going to be looking for these little cards that tell you in French and English how to make it all. And you generally get like your H630 or H640, your lining fabric, and then you then have to sort of cut that out. And that's what it'll look like with your tablet case as well. It'll be that kind of thing. You just trim it back. Have we got any of these left or have they all gone?
That one's gone.
That one's gone.
Yeah.
So I can't really demo
Again,
that then, can I?
Just,
They come, they go.
yeah.
As quick as that. So the other thing then to show you. Oh, Jem, you made me new kits, didn't you?
I did. That's what I'm saying this morning. I haven't helped the chaos on your desk when I've
No.
made new kits. The little pull is inside the lining fabric. The little zip pull. Just so that you know, if you turn it the wrong way up, it'll fall out.
Oh, I can
But
feel it
yeah.
in there. Okay.
And that's how the kits arrive as well. So if anyone's wondering where their zip pull is, inside your lining fabric.
In there. But this is a new one, isn't it? This is Philip Jacobs. This is your peony and leaves. So this is to make. Oh, I put it out. These. We haven't put the instructions in yet, have we?
Not yet, but they do
Not yet,
come.
but they do come with instructions. Your fat quarter, and that, and your ½ metre of fabulous zippage.
Which actually is more than you need.
Oh no, of course it is.
Gives you extra for your stash.
And then, ooh, loving this too. Oh, nice. That's one of Odil's, isn't it?
Yep.
This is your Queen's Spy in orange. Beautiful, beautiful. It might be that you are just going to add in. Oh, you want to send it again? Hey up. Saws everyone. I know.
Little Christmas gremlins going on. Little naughties.
No, it times out because it's not the iPad.
No.
So it times out. I'm on my computer today, and it just goes. Oh, we're bored now. You haven't done anything with us for a little while, and just goes bye then, and that's the end of that. Right, I'm going to put those there. Oh! How many of the velvet baskets do we have left?
Oh, it's a very good question.
I didn't think we had very many of these left.
No.
In fact,
I think we've literally got
one
one
Is it
now.
just like one?
Mm-hmm.
These are rather lovely. This is from one of the latest ranges, isn't it, with the badges?
Folk Studio, yeah.
Folk Studio. They're really rather gorgeous, and you get 2 velvet baskets.
Yeah, those have been a little bit busy this morning. We literally have the one in your hand.
Oh, this one, that's all.
Just that one left now.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Because you might have had the little, it's part of that range. Look at the little badger. And there we go. So that is what we have for you today, along with the velvet on the roll. Now, if you haven't seen the velvets on the roll, they are incredibly gorgeous. I've got some. Let me put some of these away. Tidy as you go, Gemma. Tidy as you go. Right. Is that the one?
Yeah, I would say so. I think it's a good idea.
You didn't see my house after I've been at the craft store for just 2 days.
Aww.
Just 2 days. How's the entire bathroom overflowing with washing? 2 days.
Nice.
2 days I was gone.
Do you think they wear all the clothes while you're away and then just throw them everywhere?
It's actually just flowing down the staircase.
Nice. Nice. I feel like you need some quiet time with a velvet eye mask in a darkened room.
Need something. I tell you. Crikey.
Actually, yes. Jane's commented, Jane Vivash, and has said, I'm loving my velvet eye mask. It's so comfy.
Ah.
Yeah, they are lovely.
I found another one.
Well,
just when we thought we were done, Gemma springs another one. Literally, Spring Blossom. Philip Jacobs, Spring Blossom. Guys, you know with these, they come in and they go so fast.
They do.
We can't keep them in stock. But this is what they are. This is what they're making. So really and truly, you need to get onto that. If you love them, then please get onto that immediately, if not sooner.
Brilliant makes for gifts.
They are
what I love about mine
easy.
is I'm producing something then that just looks like a professionally made item, but it's so simple.
Really
We're
simple.
so proud of it.
We have demoed them before.
Yeah.
Now, we need to say thank you to, who is it? Claire from where? Claire from where?
Claire from where?
Your friend Claire.
Oh,
yes. A
so
pig and blanket.
Claire,
these seem to be all the rage.
I'm hoping
Claire Angelina's making
a
gazillion of these.
Claire Angelina posted the link last week, and my friend Claire, who probably isn't watching actually, she's probably very, very busy in Stratford-on-Avon in her guest house, Avon. And she'll be like, doing beds or breakfasts or whatever. But she made one and turned up with it as a surprise.
Amazing. So we would like to thank, both Claires. Claire for posting the link to it, and then to the Claire for making us our very own
all the Claires.
All the Claires today, all about the pigs and Claires. That sounds wrong. And then also we need to say thank you to Colette, who has sent in her beautiful, beautiful dresses. Look at these.
Oh, they're gorgeous.
The pay it forward dresses. And bless her, she's like, please only send off if they're suitable. They're gorgeous. She don't normally dressmake. No, they're absolutely perfect. They are added to the pile to go. So well done to you for getting those made and in. Can be added to the pile with my one. So they are going to go off to, where are they going off to?
Well, we've got various charities that are sending them to Africa. So, yeah, that is the intention.
I'm going to put that down there. When I'm going, where did I put?
We'll collate them for a little while as well. So for anyone who wants to get them into us. OMG, that little piggy is so cute. I know, right?
Beautiful, beautiful. Have you got your
Pig and
Natasha
blanket.
Makes masking tape yet?
Washi tape.
Washi
How
washi
cute
tape.
is this?
It's really gorgeous. Have you seen it? This is the first time that we've ever had anything Natasha Makes branded. Did you know that?
This.
actual stuff. Look.
And there's so much you can do
It's
with
got-
washi tape as well, isn't there?
Well, I wanted this for the show. It arrived basically the day after the show, where I washi taped up my ruler for 3 5/8 or something ridiculous. Yeah.
I popped onto the item description some sort of ideas of what you can do with washi tape as well, because I know it's one of your favourite crafting items.
Oh,
I know
yeah,
that
yeah,
you've used it for card making and all sorts before now. But you can use it so much, and like dressmakers use it when they're marking their mannequin or their dress form, and you know, hemlines instead of using pins and all sorts of stuff. So I've put some little top tips on washi
And your
tape.
quilting lines and
on
all
there.
that kind of stuff, it
Yeah.
can all be gone. And for your card crafting as well, to mask
Yeah.
bits out. Can I just show you some of the velvets? Gem, is this the only...
These are divine, aren't they?
this is a different one to that one, isn't it?
Yeah.
But this is the last half metre of it.
Yeah.
That's all we've got left.
Yeah, I think so.
So if you are
Beautiful.
after these by the half metre, you kind of need to get in quick because that's the last half metre. Bear in mind, this is the last of the velvet that we had specially printed for us.
Because it is limited, it's not like Odile just has a machine constantly churning this out. You know, it's
No, it was a
it's special
special run. And this, so you can find all of these on the website, natashamakes.com. Like gravity defying birds there. These are rather gorgeous too.
They really are.
A few little cushions like that around a conservatory, little girl's bedroom, anything like that.
Oh, definitely.
And then with a matching box, pouch or something.
I just
By the
think
time
these
that
are
you've
gorgeous.
finished, so that everything coordinates, and then just a little strip. Emily was horrified when she went into the bathroom here. She said, Mummy, so, what have I done? She said, why is the velvet stuff here? Because
Mummy's
the
special
one that I
space.
keep my my makeup brushes in, and she's
Yeah.
utterly horrified that it's here and not in my bathroom at home.
Brilliant.
Yep, told off by a 3-year-old for that.
Love it. She's not bossy at all, is she?
Sorry?
Not bossy at all.
I don't know where she gets it from.
No idea.
No idea. Here we go. This is what I backed my cushions in, which feels a little bit decadent. Decadent?
Yeah.
Is that a word?
Yeah.
You know when you just suddenly go halfway through a word, not sure I'm saying it right,
No, it's fine.
and now I'm not sure it's actually a word, and
No, it's fine.
or should I just gloss over that? But I haven't. I've just highlighted the fact that there we go. There we are. I'm going to say it again. Decadent. Ta-da.
Decadence the thing.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. We've got another half metre of that. Ooh, I don't think we've got any more after this one. We've got it in the blue, so we've got this in the light blue there.
Oh, look at that. Bijou de la Reine. Queen's jewels.
Queen's got some fab jewels. Look at these. I'm
Really
gonna,
does.
Whack this on a... Do. Oh, check them out. I mean, it's just beautiful, isn't it? Just stunning. Just the colourways, and of course, they mix and match, which is rather fab.
Oh, Jess has just tuned in. She says, I love the Odile by Earl Prince. Are they velvet/heavyweight?
They are the heavier weight one. Yeah.
Most
She
divine
does
velvet.
two. Yeah, she does 2 weights. Do you know, Gemma, I don't think we had this one to show last time either.
No, this one is not able to be reprinted either. This is
What?
we had the very last
What?
of the stock
What?
that
How
will
did we
ever
not-
be. This is Voltige panel. So some of
Is
these.
this the last of the? Is this the
Yeah.
last of the?
Mhm,
Did I
mhm.
drag another roll of it in? Is that the last panel ever?
Well, what we've got is the last of the run. Like Odile won't be printing any more.
And this is the last one?
Think so. Let's just see where we are.
But Gemma, I wanted to upholster my chair in this.
It's gone. I think it's gone.
What?
Fret ye not, Natasha. Fret ye not.
Has it
There
gone
will be
yet?
other beautiful things. Do you know? I think I removed one panel for you. I'm looking at our clever system, and it says Gemma Pinfield Thomas -1.
That could be it.
I think that's it.
Then do we have
think
any other stock then of it?
It's gone.
It's gone.
Gone. Everyone has squirreled that
Snaffled
away.
it.
Which, you know, good on
Well,
you.
now I feel like I should
Good
share.
on you.
Should I share?
So we have, that's a meter panel as well. So
It is a meter panel. Do you know what? But I'm just thinking we've got more of it. Should I do a chair out of that one instead if we've got more of that one?
Listen to you.
Well, no, I'm
you're
just being,
so
you know.
Lovely.
Or if they're never doing anything out of that other one, does that make a collector's item?
I know. I couldn't believe it when she was like, this isn't being reprinted. This is the last we're ever doing ever. Pardon? What? Gorgeous it is.
I mean, that's just mean.
Yeah, well. ...
Mean.
These designers like to do this thing though, you know, it keeps their stuff really
Well, they do and they
desirable.
don't, you know, because Kaif doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
And we love him for that, because it means you keep buying his stuff, which is
Yeah.
fabulous. Right, should we make something? We had a lot just to go through, didn't we?
Cass
So
would
run
like
right.
you to trade the word decadent for bougie, please. Bougie instead of decadent, please, because it makes it giggle. We like to make
Bougie.
people giggle, don't we?
Bougie.
Bougie, that's what she says. B-O-U-G-I-E. Bougie.
It's très bougie. You have to do it with a little bougie. Is
I
that
don't know.
actually a word?
But apparently my pronunciation is fabulous. Claire says, you are on fire, Gemma.
Oh.
For my bijou de la reine, you see.
Oh, well, look at you.
I'll
Top
be
marks,
honest.
gold star.
The only reason I'm good with that one is because of La Reine pizzas at Pizza Express, which is the one I have.
That's more like it.
Minus-
That's the Gemma I know.
Can I have one of those, please? No olives. Cheers. Because they're the work of
San
Satan.
olive. What's olive?
My French is so bad. Oh dear.
I think it would be wrong to be good at lots of things. So
Yeah,
I'm just
absolutely. You've got to make us feel like we, you know, we can overachieve
clearly
in some
showing
areas.
I'm not very good at a lot.
Ah.
Morning, Sylv. She's OMG. The piggy.
Ooh.
Karen's joined us, and Fiona is watching after so long. She's watching from Saudi Arabia.
Amazing.
That's truly international Natasha makes, isn't it?
Yeah,
If we're
it
in
really is.
Saudi Arabia. But it's a bit warmer there. It's horrible here today.
That's incredible.
Oh, hang on, Petey. We have a newbie to the community. Who's that? Who's that? Who's that? Hang on. Who's new? Who's new? Who's new in the hood? Oh,
It
Elizabeth!
was an Elizabeth,
Oh,
I think.
she says, hi,
Yeah.
I'm new, popping in to see what it's all about. It's all about beautiful fabrics. I will actually stop talking and get on with making something in a minute.
And a bit of chat. Bit of chat.
Bit of chat. It's like a coffee morning, isn't it, with
Yeah.
a friend, really?
Everyone gets to know everyone as well, and we all
Mm.
like to say hi and know each other's lives, especially if you have pets. We like to know about that.
Helen, the pattern for the pigs came from Claire Angelina.
Claire's posted a link.
Oh, she's posted. There we go. Oh, you're all on it.
It's on
Oh,
Ravelry.
morning, Jess. Just tuned in. Love OB prints. Are they velvet heavyweight? Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Gemma, you've already done those, haven't you? I'm just reiterating.
Yes.
Right. Okay.
We have
so
got something here, just very quickly. I think
go on then.
Valerie Emmons has come up with a rather lovely idea. She
on,
says,
Valerie.
good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
Such a lot of colourfully lovely fabrics to brighten this glum-looking morning. We thought the same. I was wondering, kits and gifts in mind, if you might consider doing a range of hair accessories, cloth-covered of course. Like a lot of others, I've grown my hair throughout the lockdowns, no pun intended, and I'm finding it difficult to find decent, non-shiny plastic Alice bands, wide and narrow, slides and clips. I'd love a bit of Kaif, O'Deal or Lisa nesting in my hair. Is it possible?
Yeah.
I'm going to say, Valerie, don't ever say to Tash, is it possible? Because she'll make a point of making sure it's possible.
Well, you know, I've already got some hair slides, don't you? Do you remember I got them in because I glued on some of the bling for
You
Emily
did.
so that she had Christmas blingy things because her hair's gone. God, look at the state of my hair. Oh, what a mess.
Oh, shush.
Well, now I got caught out in the rain, didn't I? It's a technical hair-based term. Yeah, we'll sort something.
Yeah.
Sure. We can do that.
Christine's new as well.
Christine.
Watching from Denmark.
Oh, nice.
Good morning, Christine.
Good morning in Denmark. Is it a good morning in Denmark?
Well,
I don't
I hope
know.
so.
It's pretty rubbish here. Right. If you are a fan of that there Lisa Chubb, I like today, you know, Gemma, because I feel like we've got a hybrid of some of our most fabulous designers. because that there Lisa Chandler brings us this and a this. So you'll get this with this. Shall I take this out of the plastic wrap? It's not looking fabulous in there, is it?
No. So for those who are, you know, wondering, if you buy the frame, you do get the instructions for the treasure tote.
Yeah, of course, it comes with it. Because
Amazing.
otherwise, how are you going to make it? Well, I mean, you can make other ones. It's entirely up to you. But this is the set of instructions that will make you that. There it is. And that's
Bit
it in the
gorge.
gunmetal. We've also got it in silver, which is lovely because it's kind of an antique-y silver. And bronze. Oh, I rather like it in bronze. And light gold. Look at that. Well, now I'm spoilt for choice, aren't I? Oh, which one to go for today? Ooh.
I'm feeling the gunmetal.
Are you again?
Yeah.
But I've already got one in gunmetal. Oh, you don't care, do you? Just like, do that. All right. Okay. She's so bossy.
I am bossy.
Yeah.
I think it's a good thing, though.
I mean, I'm not really one to. Not really one to talk about that, am I? To be fair.
Well, Captain Small did not get her bossiness from me, so no.
I don't know. She spends quite a lot of time with you, Jen. To be fair, could have rubbed off. I like to say she's just forthright.
Yeah.
So here's the. Let's talk interfacing, shall we? Here, just for a moment, because I'm going to be honest. This is not my first rodeo with making these M-frame bags. But lots of you were like, oh, well, we haven't made it out of the velvet. No, we haven't. We've made it out of cave before now. Now, this was made with Styleville Fix. Okay, Styleville Fix, and that gives it lots of
Body.
yes.
Yeah.
Lots of body.
Oomph.
Body and oomph. And that's got nothing in it, actually. Oh, apart from I couldn't decide which colour I forgotten about that. When you can't make up your mind, just do both.
Yeah, do both. Why not?
I love that bag. I just love that bag. So that, yeah, that's if you want the Styleville Fix. My warning to you is, oh no.
Are you throwing everything everywhere?
Yes.
Is that what you're doing?
Possibly.
You know, without
Don't
the
ignore that.
shrieking, no one would have noticed. It would have been fine. You'd totally got away with that.
Yeah, no. Right, here's the thing. This velvet has a bit more body than normal fabric anyway. So it's not going to be as rigid as the Styleville, but rigid enough. Oh, that's the back of it.
So you don't need to use the Styleville with this
No,
one?
I've
Do you use
stuffed it
anything?
with H640.
Nice.
But you'd H640 your lining.
Perfect.
Now, what did I? Oh yeah, I did that in jade. This has just got a bit of floofy stuff just to floof it out.
Technical term.
I had to get it from Inga's squirreling department.
Hmm.
Her wombling squirreling department. Right, so when you get this, you are going to want to do this. Ba-ba-ba, which is to cut this out. How are we doing on time, Jem? How long have I waffled for this morning?
It's 10:33.
Oh, is it? Oh, that's not too bad.
Yeah. There's a lot of love for the idea of doing some hair jobbies.
Is there now?
We like a challenge, don't we? It's always good.
We do love a challenge. Oh yeah, so there's your treasure. What it should be looking like. I've made this a few times.
Yeah,
I do like-
Those
I
are
do
your
like
paper
it a lot.
scissors.
Oh, yeah, no, can you? There's paper.
They are the paper scissors, everyone. Before anyone has a moment.
Are they having a moment?
We've all
Are they?
no, but we've all done it, haven't we?
Oh, do you know what else I need to know? I should have actually read the instructions because I'm going to have to cut the outer fabric panels 18.5 wide by 14 wide. Which means that if I do my lining, you know I'm not going to remember that number, don't you, Gemma?
Yeah. And I totally wasn't listening. properly.
That's absolutely fine.
I'm not going to... We don't fib here. We just say... No, didn't, sorry. Didn't catch that. I mean, I did listen, but I didn't store.
I had something better to do. That's absolutely fine.
I think once you get above the age of about 35, well, in my case anyway, there's things that you listen and retain. Which is not me. And then there's stuff you listen and throw in the bin.
Oh, which is me.
Yeah. So that's what I did with that, unfortunately. I thought, I don't need that information.
Would you like to get it back out of the bin? 18.5 by 14. So 14 high is what I'm looking for here. And then I can... So out of your ½ metre of fabric, you're going to be all right.
So your original bag, you used the jade plain for the lining. This is sapphire, isn't it?
Oh, well, is it sapphire or peacock? You see, you say that. Sapphire. It is sapphire, yeah. It's like you looked at the bolt end, isn't it?
Maybe.
Maybe, just maybe.
Don't give my secrets away.
Basically...
I'll make sure they're all available.
Yeah. any of the fabrics look rather lovely. I'm gonna just trim off the selvage. So normally I would be all over this with my what, Gemma? What am I trying to say? I've got no words today.
Oh,
come on.
What, with flatter or a spray or?
No. Come on, guess again.
Oh, come on.
I know, right? It's all the fun today.
I used to get told off for trying to work out what was in your head, and now it's like, come on, Gemma, come on. Don't make me think for myself. You know what's in my head.
Myself.
I don't know. I don't know what you're thinking.
What am I? Nobody does. It's the magical mystery tour. You see, look, you can fit that in there as well, which is going to be pretty cool.
Nice.
I don't know what I was saying. What was I saying? Oh, my stripology ruler. That's what I would normally be all over that with.
Right.
That would make sense, wouldn't it? Let's put that to one side. Now, we've got to decide, Gemma, Gemma,
which bits?
I know.
I can't grasp.
I don't
you've
know.
made that enormous bag and you've still got all of this.
I know,
this panel.
right?
It's fabulous and huge and brilliant.
It's incredibly exciting. So we need to decide. Do you know the other thing of it, Gem? Do you want to know? Do you want to know? Do you want to know? At the moment, you can only see part of it. But if I come out a bit, you can just start to see.
I'm so glad you're presenting the show today. Because if anyone could press that button, it's you.
It's me! Press the button, press the button, press the button, because it's quite high up.
It's very high up.
So, I mean, where do we go with this?
Oh.
This is what takes the time with this bag.
I love the fish.
Do you?
I do, but...
But Jem...
I like the...
I know. I know. But you see, look, you could have... You could have that. You could have some sort of fish situation. You could have a half and half.
You could.
Oh.
You've basically got some velvet border across the top as well, look, haven't you?
I know.
Like...
I know.
Oh, it really is the panel that keeps on giving. It's incredible.
Keeps on and on. But, I mean...
For anyone who's not sure and is looking at the website going, which one is this? Which one is this? This is the Republique des Fleurs, or Republic of Flowers panel.
If I do that there, like that, right, I'm going to get a little bit of that. I'm going to get a little bit of that. And then, if, Gemma, if I then flip that there, I would get almost half and half. I'd get that. And if I trim it along there, then I get my velvet borders so that I can do more pencil cases.
That's amazing, isn't it?
Is that, are we agreed?
Is that the thing? Is that what we're doing, Jo? I'll be honest, you stood there.
I know, but I'm finding decisions really difficult. I know, it's not only that, words are tricky enough this morning for some reason. I appear to have forgotten the ability to speak. See, I can't even get my words out. I don't know what's going on.
Oh, bless you. We all have days like that.
I think I overspoke. I talked too much last week. I mean, I know there'll be people going, what, just last week? Just a general situation, isn't it? But yes.
Jojo's popped in and said, did I miss the shoulder bag kits? I missed them last time too.
I don't think we had any back in stock,
no,
did we?
We really,
Sorry,
we will get some at some point. It's just availability. So when we do get them back,
availability. It's when they've actually got them in stock.
Yeah.
It's if we catch them close enough when they've just been printed and they haven't gone off to anyone else. Mind you, there are very few suppliers in the UK for Adidas Velvet.
Agreed.
I think we're one of 3.
Yeah.
Just.
So it is a case of when we get them, grab them quick.
Grab.
It's nothing like they say about buyer's remorse, don't they? But they never say about non-buyer's remorse. And there's a heck of a lot of that goes on round here.
Well, we have to deal with
one.
it quietly. Yeah, no.
With the click-clack.
That's the click-clack, yeah. Or just click-clack.
We had to import more of those because we couldn't deal with the fact that poor Audra was so bereft.
We did. And you know what? I have to say, the import on these is a right old
it's horrendous.
And never the same twice.
No.
Poor old Barry, who does our accounts, he has a fit, doesn't he?
He has no clue what's
He's
going
like,
on.
Could you just? We're like, no.
Could you just not buy from this supplier anymore? And we just went, no. Sorry, Barry, no. Sorry, but no.
No. I mean, he was just being unreasonable, Gemma. I think we can all recognise he was just being unreasonable.
He just wasn't understanding. So, but there's lots of fabric suppliers. Surely you can just get something similar. No. Please tell us we do
Barry,
right.
who does, he helps us with our accounts, doesn't he? Bless him.
He does.
Well, he sort of gets them ready for the accountant. Is actually my dad, and he tries to get you to rein me in, doesn't he? Which is hilarious.
Yeah.
I particularly liked it when you said, "So how did that go for you then, Barry?"
You have to make her do X, Y, and Z. Right, she's been your daughter for 40 plus years. How's that going for you?
Oh, dear me. Right, those 2 numbers, Gemma.
Yeah.
It was 14. This is where I have to double check. It was 14 high.
Have you got the instructions next to you? Have you checked and triple checked?
Yeah, right. I have.
What's the old thing they say? Measure twice, cut once, or something.
My grandma used to say that.
Yeah.
Right? She always used to say that. Now, what I'm going to do, you see, I'm trying to make, can you see, because I want every single scrap left in its largest form, I'm kind of cutting a little bit, take that bit off, and now I want 18.5 wide, wasn't it? So I'm going to have to come over here, line up my base along there. And this is, I mean, and this is probably insanely boring for a lot of people, but for those of you that are going to be making this, this is what you will need to do in order to get it exactly how you want it. And use your cutting mat. Do use your cutting mat. There we go. Okay, this is, do I want to chop through that? Or do I want to chop a bit of that off? Hang on.
So you move it across.
Well,
have a full panel and a full panel.
I'm just investigating that option.
This is the hardest part of the make, isn't it? Is deciding which bits of the fabric you're going to use.
Because if I came through there and cut off that bit, then I've got all of this to then do that out of.
Yeah.
And then I would get more of this.
Yes. Wise move.
Do you think? Is everybody in agreement?
Everyone's in agreement, I think.
Is it?
Oh.
Well, we're on a bit of a delay anyway, so
Yeah.
by the time I've chopped, they'll be like, no, we said, oh. Too late.
Auntie Lizzie Crangle says, that's a dense velvet. It's not leaving bits everywhere. It's not like any other velvet I have ever handled.
No.
It doesn't shed
No.
and leave fuzzy bits everywhere. It is
No.
just,
Divine.
well, divine. I'm afraid to quote our lovely friend John Cole Morgan.
I'm not afraid to quote him
divine.
anywhere.
It's just the best.
Certainly is.
Jenny's around. She says, good morning, everyone.
Morning.
Apologies for being late.
Well.
I slept in. I expect a punishment exercise from Miss Crangle.
Oh, yeah. Come on, Crangle. What do we got today?
We don't mind at all, Ginny. It's just lovely to have you with us.
Oh, I don't feel like we've had Ginny for a while. Where have you been?
Where have you been, Ginny? You've not been
Well,
around
she's
much.
moved house, hasn't she?
Yes, she has.
Okay, so do we now feel better about the fact we've got that, more of that?
Yeah. What have you done? Oh my God, I was nearly sick in my mouth.
I just had a moment. If I move my mat up, I just had a look there and went, no, it was meant to be 18 and a half, and then realised it's the wrong end of the mat. I was coming in from 0 this end to 18 and a half
a minute
there.
ago you'll be giving people at home a heart attack because they can only see the numbers at the top and not at the bottom. And yet still you scared me.
All the fun.
Okay, good. I'm so glad you know that was fun for you.
Really was.
I'm still waiting on the waiting list for that heart monitor to be fitted.
Oh yeah, you've got all that fun.
I know.
My mum has to have one of those.
Not
every
giving
now
me
and
a
then.
heart attack early in the morning at all.
Oh well, you know.
My wrist will buzz next with my fitness tracker congratulating me on my workout.
And actually, you've just
sat
watched
here.
me.
It's just Tash. She's giving me a nervous breakdown again. It's all fine.
I like to think that's
Oh,
all
dear.
part of the roller coaster
all
that
part
is
of the fun.
Natasha makes.
Oh,
Okay.
Karen Hughes is around and she says, I haven't cut any of my velvet yet. I'm still stroking it.
I mean, it's very strokeable. There's no two ways about it. Look, if I do it from this end, then we can all see it, can't we, right?
I brought my mum into the warehouse for the
Oh, you
first
did?
time not that long ago and
You
showed
did?
her around and said, and this is
Uh-huh.
where we keep this and this is where we keep that. And when she found the velvet, she let out a shriek. And she's quite quiet and mild-mannered, my mum, isn't she?
Is, yeah.
Let out a shriek and a squeal of delight and was just stood there stroking it saying, have you felt this? Have you felt this? Yes,
No.
mother, surprisingly
No, Eds,
enough.
we have not. We have not.
We work here, yes,
No.
yes we have.
Gemma, I'm having second thoughts.
Are you? Are you going
Yes.
to have all pink? Yeah, you know it makes sense. Yes,
I mean-
yes.
But I do like the
I love the fish, come
But-
on. And the kingfishers. Look at them. Look at
blinking
them.
demanding this morning.
It's cool. And that panel.
And then look, I've got a nice strip there to do
That-
something
yeah.
with fun with.
And that little panel you're going to create on here as well is going to be fabulous.
Fabulous.
Yes, Karen also said earlier, I noticed, Odile Bael, my one weakness. I'm not sure if it's her one weakness. I think there are many weaknesses. But
That she's prepared to admit to.
she's making velvet pouches as we speak.
Beautiful.
So that's the pencil cases, I guess.
Are you
Well,
selling
pencil
them,
case
Karen?
bits.
Are they going down a storm? That's what I want
Do
to
you know,
know.
they've done really well for people. And that's the
Yeah.
lovely thing about you, Natasha, is, you know, you'll make hits up and you'll say, sure, make your things and sell them. Like,
Yes.
even with our own patterns.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously don't, you know, sell the pattern. That's not allowed.
Oh, no.
But
Something with the pattern.
make things from our patterns and sell them. We're not going to get precious about that.
Well, that is
It's
the
all about
angel
helping
policy,
everyone.
isn't it? That's it. That's what it's all about. And I feel that that does just share the love a little bit. Right, okay. I now have all of that to do stuff with. I don't know what. It might be.
It's going to be great, whatever
Well, of course it is. Yeah, right.
And
I
it's
mean,
still a good size piece.
look at this. Have I got to centre this? What if there's waste? What?
There won't be waste though, because you'll make something out of it. You'll make a little pouch or whatever, and you know.
But I really
But you
like
could go
this
off centre
effect.
with it because it would be really cute, wouldn't it? And I love those kingfishers.
I know, but
You know,
okay, what's half of 18 and a half is going to be
9 and a quarter.
9 and a quarter, isn't it? So if I chop off, if we centre these, God, sorry for all the maths today, people. But this, do you know what? This is it. This is what will happen for you. I'm not going to even apologise because, and again, all I'm doing here is using my ruler. Here's my 9 and a half inch, 9 and a quarter inch mark, and I'm lining up my ruler along there, which means that I can then centre these absolutely perfectly. There we go. And if I've got that all lined up like so, there, then Now, again, just checking that I'm cutting from the correct end. I think I am. I mean, that's gonna. Oh, Gemma. I wonder if that would do one of the other totes.
Maybe. What, the small one, the little square? Maybe.
It might. You know.
Karen has been making pencil cases. She says they'll be out for the first time on Thursday evening. She had been keeping them for her, but she's decided to share.
I mean, kind of you.
Oh, Helen says her pencil case kit came without the pattern. Helen, it is Odil's pattern that's on her website. If you can't possibly wait and you want it straight away, we print you a copy,
or we can
but we
email
will
it across to you.
100% pop it out to you as well so that you've got it. But if you did want it, you know, now,
If not sooner.
if not sooner, you can get it now, if not sooner, on Odil's website. There's a tutorials section. You can find it there.
There we go.
Sorry about that.
Oh, hang on, this is slightly skew-if, Gem.
Oh, can't have that. Ginny says the house move did not go well, so I
Oh.
seem to spend every 3 minute unpacking. 8 weeks later, I still have not found all my threads. Oh, Ginny.
Ginny, when we moved one time, we had the fun situation that the removal company decided that we hadn't been honest with how much furniture we'd had, even though they'd come and recade the house. So they did not have a van big enough. And you go, well,
Oh,
where do you
wow.
think that we hid everything? So I just remember being irrationally upset that half of my stuff was left in Sussex and the other half was in the Midlands.
I don't think that's irrational.
Because they left my pants in Sussex. and I was in the Midlands. And at no point did it occur to me to go and buy some new ones. I was just very upset that my pants were in Sussex and I was in the Midlands.
Were you
And that was it.
very hormonal at the time by any chance?
I was just really racked off with moving.
There wasn't a logical thought process though, was it? No.
I think hormones don't even come into it when you move house. I
No.
think, no. I mean, I probably would have been nicer if I'd been hormonal. It was not a fun time
No.
in my life. Get a bit twitchy just thinking about it. Right. I'm going. I just wanted my pants. I'm going to use this to cut round. Nobody cares about my pants at the gym.
No.
No, it's fine. I did. For sure. Do you know what? I should probably have done this on the other side where you could actually see it.
Oh.
Live and
You
learn.
like to live dangerously.
But there it is. And it's kind of only so that I can sort of fussy cut it. Do you want to see? Here we go. Ta-da! Okay, so you can't actually see it, but I can. Can I? Yes, I can.
Helps if you can.
I'm starting to wonder if there is time enough to get in with my hairdresser before Christmas.
Oh, because your hairdresser's not going to have anything else to do
And
at
make
all.
the
Not
roots
even
go
gonna
away.
Slightly be busy.
Hmm?
Your hairdresser not even slightly be busy in December.
No.
No, nothing else to do.
I'll give her a call.
Just your hair.
Just my hair, right?
Just sat there waiting for you to phone, you know.
Oh, yes. I love my hairdresser. She's ace.
I love mine too.
There is a big love, isn't there, for when you find your hairdresser of choice.
True.
I remember going to one hairdresser in Stamford when we moved for me to join Create and Craft, and he sort of dyed my hair rather than blonde, because I only have highlights, only to hide the grey. I only started dyeing my hair to hide the grey.
Mhm.
I've always been this colour.
Yes, you have. I can verify that.
And he sort of dyed it a gingery poo colour.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I was like, this is not me.
Nice. No.
And then tried to pretend that was what it was meant to be. I'm like, no, that is not what it is meant to be. And then they put so much bleach on trying to sort it out. Everything snapped. It was awful.
Oh.
Yeah. So there's a lot to be said for the one that you trust, right?
I was going to say, I think everyone's got a hairdresser disaster story at some point, haven't they?
My other favourite one was when we moved when I was 13, you know, into a brand new area. You don't want to
I
look
do
your
know
best
this
then.
story.
Yeah. And my mum took me to the hairdressers the day before. So we're, hang on, 13. We're talking 1993. 1992, because I'd just turned 13 before, yeah. And so my mum took me to a new hairdresser in Market Bosworth, it was. And yeah, Mary Shufflebottom.
I was going to say she had a great name, didn't she?
Like, how many other people's names could I remember, even in this life? Nope. But Mary Shufflebottom, yes, I remember her, because she cut me a mullet. Basically a mullet. Which when you have, this is pre-straighteners, everyone. Pre-straighteners. Just saying, pre-straighteners. Mary Shufflebottom cut me a mullet, and I then went through, goodness knows how long at school, being called Poodle. Yep.
Gorgeous.
Delightful.
Is that why you moved schools?
Do you know what? No, if it wasn't, it should have been Mary Shufflebottom. Yeah, that was fun. It wasn't even remotely fun.
No.
No. Yeah, but it was true. I did look like a poodle. I mean, I couldn't fault the name. You don't cut someone with fuzzy hair and mullet. What was she thinking? What was she thinking, Gemma? So I've just put the iron on. I'm going to fuse this to this before I cut my lining. But basically, we are pretty much good to go. Now, stop here. We've got to mark this onto our fabrics. And for those of you that are wondering if there's an easier way, yeah, there is. Because if you use the corner, I only realised this the other day, you know, Gem.
Yeah.
If you use the corner of your ruler, it's kind of marked off as 1/4 of an inch, and then you just put that little thing there, rather than using your template going, well, what do I cut into? No, it's okay. It's all okay. I had an epiphany. That's all it can be called. Fabric-based epiphany.
But then if you haven't made that discovery and you just sort of known it, you wouldn't have necessarily thought to share it. So
Well, because I would have just assumed that everybody else.
Learning has taken place and all of that.
All of the above. And also, if you have this on your Creative Grids rulers, obviously you've got 1/4 of an inch opaque one side and 1/2 an inch opaque the other side.
Very nice. Love a Creative Grid for that.
We do love it. It's one of their signature things. Do you know what? I'm pleased I went with the sapphire as well, because I've just caught out of the corner of my eye how well it goes with.
Oh, with the sapphire.
Right.
So beautiful.
So gorgeous.
You chose well there.
So Gemma, how did it go when you went to buy a new iron off that their River website?
Their website. I ordered said iron that you are using and received 2.
Amazing.
So I need to call the company this week and check that they haven't charged me for 2.
Oh yeah.
Then ask them to collect the other one. Yeah. Nice, isn't it?
Have you used it yet though?
Not yet. No, I will.
What are you waiting for?
Oh, I'm waiting to not be in quite such a grump with my sewing machine. Because I don't iron, for ironing's sake. It's only for sewing reasons.
Yep.
And me and my sewing machine had a bit of a row last week. It needs a service, but then I'm getting the NX, so...
You are getting the NX, so you can't really be bothered, can you, to service it?
No. To service it, no, because I'm getting the NX. And, and also, I'm guessing they're pretty busy at this time of year.
Yeah.
With servicing.
Actually, do you know what? We were talking to Juki the other day, and they did say how busy they were, didn't they?
Yeah.
What have I just done with my... Now, this may not work because I've just pressed it and it's heat, and this is a heat erasable.
Always good.
I know, I just realised that. Oh.
Sylve Sparkley says that she was so traumatised by hairdressers she hasn't set foot in one for about 30 years.
Really?
Oh,
So
no.
who does your barnet, Sylve? This is what we need
do
to
you
know.
do your own? I'm intrigued now.
Right, I tried to put a colour on my hair in lockdown when I couldn't see Mandy. And when she did get hold of my hair again, she did just look at me and go, "You like a tortoise shell, Tash, what have you done?" It's like, well, man, you weren't available for comment.
Yeah, quite.
Proper told off. She sort of pulled my roots apart and went, "Look at that! What were you thinking?" And I was like, well, clearly I was thinking you were not available. what am I going to do? So yeah. Does anybody else's hairdresser right royally tell them off?
Oh, I get told off.
Do you?
Yeah, but to be fair, it's normally because I haven't conditioned it well or whatever. And it's only because I tell her off about her nails, so it's fair.
Yeah, but you always tell me off about my nails. And
I know,
we still
it's
get
completely I've stopped doing that now. It's completely fruitless.
on. I know.
Yeah.
When I had to at Crate and Craft, you have to have your nails done. It's like part of the contract that you have to have them done. And of course, all of the glues that I was using was just pulling off all the varnish. And poor Jenny couldn't work out why I just couldn't get these nails, this nail lacquer that was meant to last for like 2-3 weeks. She's like, what are you doing to them?
And you know, if it's not lasting when you see Jenny, you're in trouble. Jenny's one of my educator colleagues from our teaching.
She's CND.
Yeah, CND teaching.
She's fabulous.
Amazing. Well, this is the thing. You said to me, do you know anyone over that way that does beauty stuff? I was like, oh, yes. We're fine. You're going to see someone who's amazing. She's poorly at the moment.
And she's poorly.
COVID.
Oh, big love to you, Jenny.
COVID poorly, bless her.
Yeah. And yeah. So yeah, you have given up on my nails. And so Gemma will regularly say to me, jewels not tools, Natasha.
Yeah, that I do still say. I have stopped about the product though. And in fairness, my observation on the product front was just it works better when you use them.
I do, sometimes I do.
I think that was fair.
And I would concede that you are correct.
Yes. Good.
When I remember to use them, they're brilliant.
Aww.
I'm hoping that this is H640 that I've got down in my box of goodies for me to use. That looks like a fat quarter. Do I want a fat quarter in my life? Oh look, it's the right size for that bit.
Box o goodies.
Karen
Hughes
various
has had a
little
telling
bits.
off from her hairdresser.
Huh?
Yes, Karen Hughes has had a telling off from her hairdresser. Only a slight one. She said after crimping, back combing and using a can of hairspray on my hair for Halloween, she did look fab though.
That would do it, right?
Spooky
That
dukes.
would potentially do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But you did look fabulous, so
She did.
we will forgive you all of that. Right, this is almost 18, so I am going to use it and just say I'm taking off the seam allowance. No, I'm not, because I don't think that's H640. I think that's H630. That feels a bit thinner to me.
Do you need some extra? Oh,
But luckily...
do you need some? Do you need some from the way?
Oh, look! Oh, look! Just a little bit fell into my basket.
What
Yep.
do you like?
No, look, I'm going to be super frugal. How wide is this? Do we know?
How wide's H640?
Because if I've got to do 18 and a half, then that's going to be 37, isn't it? And that is going to come up just a little bit short. So, by my reckoning, Gem, don't laugh.
I'm just laughing because I'm remembering vividly your promise to me of, you won't have to do any maths. No.
Gemma loves maths.
Yeah, I really
You went to a
love
very good school.
Isn't
Your
it,
maths should be fabulous.
That's like 90 centimetres wide, is it? I think.
Oh, probably, but
Yeah.
I've got an inches board over here,
Oh,
which
of
is not
course you have.
very useful right now. And I appear to be on a bit of a skewiff as well, which is not helping. Do you
90
know what?
centimetres in inches is 35.43 inches.
What fabulous news.
Okay.
Now, which way?
Just so that you know, just in case that
Brilliant.
helps.
If I want 18, I'm just going to cut it at 19 and trim it back. Then I want to go on the 16-inch line this side. I will get there, people. You've been very, very, very patient with me today.
Yeah.
But, you see, I can't do a full demo on other channels. I just have to do bits a la bobs.
Which is sad.
Because, you know, other people will and ah over what bit to cut.
Well, that's the thing, isn't it? And if you sort of just grabbed it this and did, oh, da 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 da, there it's, you know, that's it made. It's not real. You do real here. We do real, which is good.
Is that a good thing? Yeah. What is it lovingly gets known as? Warts and all. Warts
Yeah.
and all sewing. I don't think that's going to be like the book title, do you?
Oh, that would be amazing.
What, warts and all
Probably
sewing?
not the best
No.
to call it, but it is, you know,
I wouldn't buy it.
fair.
Nope.
No.
Nope. Nope.
No.
Nope. Nope.
So you've used the panel today, which obviously you will have made 2 out of this panel and
Yes.
still got some leftover bits.
Like loads of leftover bits,
So
yeah.
if someone wanted to use, say, the carousel fabrics,
Yes.
you could easily make the bag from that, could you?
You could make the bag from the carousel fabrics. We haven't really looked at the carousel fabrics because we've got those in blue, red and yellow.
Ugh, we
which
will look. We
made
will look.
Wah, the cushions.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's 14 inches high, isn't it, and 18.5 wide.
Mhm.
So you are going to have a strip of 6 inches down the bottom or the top or whatever anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah, you absolutely could.
It would look amazing.
It would look amazing. Yeah. And if I had more time,
Yeah.
probably, would be looking into that as well. Right, so
And more occasions to wave a bag around.
I know I'm actually going to have to start like going out, aren't I?
I think so.
Into the world. Now,
Yeah.
how tall is that? 18.5, so I need to do 14 this way. God blimey. Maths, everybody, maths. But then, the actual putting together of said bag is quite easy, just so that you all know. Look, I even managed to do it on the fold, Gemma.
Oh, well
I
done.
know, bigger bits to pop into my stash of bits I can't really bring myself to throw away. Right, the thing to remember here is you do not fix your H640 to your velvet. No. You do not put an iron near your polyester velvet.
Let's not do that.
You put it on your 100% cotton lining. That is what we do here, okay? Just to sound uber patronising, but also ask me how I know.
Well, and the thing is, when we are excited and creating and all of that sort of shenanigans,
All of that.
it's not always the case that logic and reason clicks into place particularly well, is it? So
Oh, no, not at all.
we make these mistakes
Mm.
and make sure we share them with you. I think that's fair.
Fair to share?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you're telling me I'm the only one that makes them? I do not think.
No. Auntie Lisa Crangle says you're like a child in a sweetie shop, Natasha. Ha ha ha. And it's your sweetie shop. Well, this is the thing.
It's my obesity! It's like fabric obesity.
Yes.
I'm happy with that. Can take that. Just applying a little steam on this just to fix it a bit quicker. Do you know, I did go all out geeky at the craft store last week. I started talking about using steam to fix your H640 to increase the temperature so that you increase your glue flow and all that kind of stuff. And the presenter that I was with, he's off, I think he did like the Big Breakfast or something many moons ago. It's fair to say he's new to craft. Just look at me, I'm like, yeah, get geeky about glue.
Yeah.
I'm really sorry about that.
I'm glad you know all that stuff, Natasha, because I don't, he's thinking.
Because you what, sorry?
He's thinking, I'm glad you know all that stuff, Natasha, because I don't.
You keep saying, so what, it's actual glue dots in them?
Yeah.
It's actual glue dots.
Yeah.
Do you know what my next top tip would be? Don't wear a very large metal ring while steaming.
Ooh, no, that's not necessarily your finest moment, is it?
I've had better,
No.
not gonna lie.
Okay, good.
We've got Vicky with us this morning, or is she still on her fabulous works?
Oh no, she's back.
Is she?
She is back. I am no longer cat wrangling for her. She is back.
Oh.
She's probably up to her eyeballs in worky catch-up.
But hang on, wasn't she away with work?
Yes, but
Oh.
she'll still have extra worky catch-up to do,
Hmm.
you know. Because when you're away, even with work, there's still work to be done on your return, isn't there?
Annoyingly, yes.
She is very good friends with Claire of the Pigs in Blankets, Avonlea Guesthouse Claire.
Oh, fabulous.
So yes, no doubt we will have to get together and do crafty wondrousness at some point soon. I think that will be a plan.
Right. Gemma. What?
It's all right. You've just said the right thing that you do, and you're like, hang on, I've not made this. I've been asleep a couple of times since I made one of these.
Get my head on, right? So I have got to sew stuff together. It's looking that way. It is looking that way. Basically, what is going to happen here is I'm going to attach that onto there and sew up. Ooh, here we go. Let's give you a better shot of that, shall we? That onto there and then sew up. Okay, and just keep bringing it to meet it. But of course, I'm going to have to start from that 1/4 inch bit in, which basically the end of my H640. So that is what I'm going to do right now.
Susan's asking about your special steam iron. Is it a special steam iron?
It's special in that I bought it and it's really steamy.
However,
Whoops. Oh, and it didn't cost like 20 quid and break within a month like all the other ones that I bought. So yeah, I'd say it's special.
however, there is no
however.
requirement for a special steam iron to use H640, is there? It can just be
Oh,
used
no,
with an iron is an iron
not
is
at
an iron.
all. It's just that we leave our irons on all the time, it would be fair to say.
And
all
then
the
they
time.
break.
That, yeah.
And because we're honest, we
Yeah.
don't go, oh, hello, warranty, claim, because that's not fair.
Well, not
So we
really.
just buy a new one, don't we? Again and again.
I know. And it's one of those things, isn't it? Buy cheap, buy twice.
This one hopefully will have more longevity to it. But no, you don't need a special iron to use with
Well, we
H640.
bought it, didn't we, when we moved in here?
Yeah.
This is where I'm kind of wishing I'd actually checked that this was okay after its little expedition.
Oh, because you've carted the machine around all over the place.
All over.
Sounds interesting.
If I go a little bit, bear with.
You're being quoted.
Oh no!
It's special because I bought it and it's steamy. I don't think that was necessarily the answer that she was looking for. But, you know.
It's true. It is true.
go with it.
It's special. I bought it and it's steamy.
Aww.
I'm going to be honest. Like I didn't write a review
No.
to that effect. Maybe I could have. Maybe that would have been the way. So you want to repeat this on basically all sides. Dee 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 dee.
Well, my
We've done
pencil
this right.
case kits have been rather popular, have they not?
Oh, have they gone?
Yeah, so I'm just doing a teensy bit of stock juggling to create a couple. I think I can eke a couple more out if anyone was disappointed.
Did you know what I've just done?
What's that, lovely?
I have completely sewn these in the wrong place.
Aww.
I know, what fun times. That's a really silly thing to do. Really silly thing to do.
I do have sympathy,
I
however.
wasn't looking. Huh?
I do have sympathy, however.
Do you know why? Because I should have joined my two outers together. Like so. And then I should have done my gusset in there. I was overexcited. Do you want to unpick something for me, Jem?
Yeah. I think you do this mostly to get me unpicking.
Actually, do you know what? There's no point getting you unpicking because I can't do anything without said base anyway. I'm doing the lining first so that if I mess up, I don't mess up on my velvet. It helps if you actually read the instructions and don't just go, I've made this before, I can remember.
Because sometimes you can't.
No.
And this is the thing, isn't it? When you've made... I always find this, you know, I can make absolutely loads of something and then think, oh, I don't even need the instructions anymore because now I've done it so many times. But then if you make several other things after that and go back to the original thing, isn't it amazing how you can go, hang on a minute.
Do you know, I had to demo a smarf
Yeah.
on said craft store the other day. Forgotten how to do that as well.
And that's ridiculous because at
That's
one
my
point,
own pattern. I wrote
Yeah.
it. I wrote it.
Yeah.
Could I remember? Because I do that funny thing with all the folding so that you don't need to measure everything.
correct, and
Yeah.
at one point you'd have been able to make that in your sleep.
In my sleep.
In fact, you probably
Yeah.
have made
Yeah,
it in
yeah.
your sleep.
Right. These are 14 inches high, aren't they? So I need to sew along the wide base. Right, as we were, let's stitch all the way along the bag base. You should use a walking foot. Clearly I'm not about to. But you should. You really should. If when am I ever going to learn the do as I say, possibly not as I do situation? I think, Gemma, it's a bit like my car. If you go fast enough and turn the radio up, then you can't hear that it's making a slightly strange noise. It's all good.
Don't. Don't, because my friend Kathy, actually, genuinely, there was a horrible noise coming from her car while she was driving it. This is the God's honest truth. And she turned the radio up so she didn't have to hear the horrible noise. And kept driving until even over the music she could hear the horrible noise. And she stopped and she rang the AA and said, there appears to be a horrible noise coming from my car. I'm not entirely sure what's going on with it. And the man arrived and he tapped her window and said, do you want to get out? Got around to the passenger side and pointed and went, do you think it could have been that? And her tyre had literally like shredded. She was driving on the metal rim.
Oh. Wow.
Honestly.
No, I mean, like, I don't think I would be that bad.
I was like, I can't believe you did that. I just
But
can't
it's not
believe
just
it.
that. It's the fact that surely the whole steering and everything would have
Well,
been
quite. So, yeah,
Right.
she did ring the AA, but initially she just turned the music up and went,
Right,
oh, I
no,
don't
so
like that noise.
no. Like, my dad would have he would disown me if I did anything like that.
Honestly.
Could you imagine? So you need to fix that there. I'm just going to have to delve in the hippo for a second
Delve in the hippo.
for some clips.
Oh, Claire Angelina's saying, would teachers like a scarf as a gift? Do you know they are really well received as a gift? I gave loads last Christmas.
Yeah, they are really well received, and especially because you can do them in beautiful fabrics.
Yeah.
All of Freddie's staff members had a scarf.
Yeah. Now, I know that their SJ is rather busy this morning looking at emails, so I can casually mention the fact that we had a Friday deal. You know, and she tells us, don't tell people about the Friday
because she
deals.
wants everyone to read the
they're
newsletter.
exclusive,
Oh, yeah.
and you find out when you read the newsletter. Well, we did have, and yeah, they're ticking around because I put lots on. Amazing Smarf deal. So make
with
your
like
own
cave
Smarf.
fabrics and stuff, weren't they?
Yeah,
They were rather
so-
beautiful.
Lovely cave fabrics, some Lisa fabrics.
Oh.
the pattern-
Do you know what we need to tell everyone as well, Jem?
What's that?
The new Lisa fabrics that have a revade.
Tomorrow's Lisa Day, huh?
Yeah, so today is, this week is full of our favourite things.
It is. We're dealing today,
Mm-hmm.
and we're Lisa'ing tomorrow.
I'm going to actually do this right and stitch across there, starting from that dot, finishing on that dot, and actually do like I meant to. For once.
It's fine.
Nobody noticed. It's all good. Everyone loves a bit of unpicking, right?
Yeah.
Keeping it real.
We do real.
We do real. That's the one. That is the one. We don't know how to do anything else, do we?
No.
Stop on the dot. Put it backwards. I don't know why it's making a funny noise. This is another one that needs to go off for service, you know.
We put these things through their paces, do we not?
Well, and also this gets thrown around in the boot of my car, and I
Yeah,
don't put it
quite.
in its case or anything because I'm lazy, and it's really naughty, and it doesn't half do some miles. I did an I haven't shown everybody here. I did for the suppliers at the craft store. I did a Fussy collective show. Well, I did 4 or 5 shows for them. And as part of it, I decided to make the on the up quilt during the ODS.
Amazing.
Should we show it? Left it in the other room. But we could show it because we did it, didn't we, with, I made it originally with the Tim Holtz.
Yep.
And then we did it with a Tula, which looked completely different. And now with a Cave.
Different again.
Looks a bit gorgeous.
Different again.
Right, so now that I've done this correctly, bear with, it should look like that. So then, what you're going to do is, because we've got that twizzling room, because we left that 1/4 of an inch, we can twizzle that around the base and then sew along there. And as you're doing it, just there is enough movement to just bring it up.
This is so clever.
It is, yeah. So this is the gusset.
I said this gusset's what gives that bag
Beautiful
its
shape.
body, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Clever.
That is Lisa. I still haven't got to the bottom of where her book is, where she states that there are only 6 ways. 6 ways to make bags. Controversial, Jem.
Yeah, I know, right? We still need to see this book.
I know.
Margaret Smith says, driving with a flat tyre, it blew on the motorway as I was passing a junction. One of those really long ones, so it was half a mile, shredded. That is now a smart motorway with more than a mile between emergency refuges. I have to say, it's my worst nightmare, this whole smart motorway thing with no hard shoulder.
They're not smart. That's not a smart idea. Whoever ever came up with it. And yeah, I have to say, I used to sail down the M5 and now it terrifies me because it's a smart motorway with no... And they do have all the stats that they are no longer... They're not as safe. They might be smart, but they're not safe.
No.
And that just scares me. Really scares me. Yeah, as someone who had a nasty accident blowing a back tyre.
Yeah. Well, as someone who broke down in the middle lane of the M1 at rush hour, you know, if I
also
had
had fun.
Yeah, you know, we did eventually manage to get my car moved onto the hard shoulder, but what if there is no hard shoulder, you know?
Where does it go from there?
I can tell you it's no fun breaking down when you're not in the hard shoulder.
No, no.
But if there isn't one, I don't know what we've said now. Karen says, oh, you said the G word, I hate the G word. What was the G word? I don't know what we said. I don't know. Oh, I know what it is. It's what you're sewing at the moment.
Oh!
It's not as bad as flange, Karen.
Right.
It's a great word.
I'm going to leave a turning through gap on the side. So at the top of the... I'm going to leave...
At the top of the word that Karen hates.
That Karen hates. Or even just down the side. I'm going to leave a bit of a turning through gap because obviously I got all gung-ho about sewing along the bottom and completely forgot to leave a turning through gap there. And I could do that or just unpick.
Yeah.
All of that.
Nice to have options.
Always. Always, always.
We've now got a sea of gussets and flanges going on in the
Oh,
comments.
Gemma! We'd had a flange-free day.
Yeah, but Sylv's here.
Oh, so
She's probably having a shock.
she put it in big shout capitals
She
in the
has,
chat. Do you know, we should really say hello to all of our YouTubers as well. That
We absolutely should, yeah. Hi, YouTubers.
that we don't chat to as much because we can't have everything on all at once.
No, sadly. But Josh is there.
Josh,
He looks after you guys.
Josh chats to the YouTubers.
You do.
Until they get technical and ask technical questions, and then he's like, backing away from the chat right now,
Yeah.
which is fair enough. He tried to explain something computer-based to me the other day, and I did exactly the same.
Aww.
He just looked at me and said, it's just words, isn't it, Natasha? I'm like, yeah.
That's what I pay you for, Joshua, because it is just words.
I do not comprehend in any way, shape or form what you are talking about. I'm going to leave that gap there to turn through and just finish off at the top. So we have got a lining done. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. And that's how that is going to look and stand, you see. Ba-ba.
Lovely.
So then we just got to do this exactly the same. Only it's not exactly the same, is it, Gemma?
That would be too easy, wouldn't it?
Why is it not exactly the same? Come on, are you paying attention?
I don't know why it's not exactly the same. This is like one of those
Because-
horrible moments when you're in school and the teacher was like, were you paying attention?
No,
you don't
never.
look at me.
Don't talk to me. Don't even look at me.
So you're joining the two bottoms and you've got to put
We've got to join the two bottoms, but there is room for error here. Because you've got to make sure that when you sew the right bottoms together.
Okay, yeah.
Because otherwise you're going to have fish going all over the shop and kingfishers that are upside down and back to front and everything else. And that's not a thing that you want in your life.
Okay.
Gravity-defying kingfishers.
You've got to remember you're turning through gap as well. No, you haven't.
No,
You've turned
because
through
you
gaps
do it
in
on
your
the lining.
Oh, just shut up now.
That's right.
Getting too close to Christmas now.
What does that
My brain is sat in a post-Christmas dinner haze on a sofa.
already
Yeah, I'm there.
Wow.
I'm already there. I'm
Feeling it.
so excited.
for Christmas?
My house is all Christmased. Decorated. The whole shebang. It's been decorated over a week. I've been
Same.
sitting with the tree on, the lights on. We have mulled wine, mince pies. It's all been going on.
I might have been having a sneaky snooze on the sofa the other day, right? The other morning. And I woke up because there was strange rustlings at the Christmas tree.
Nice.
Can you imagine what it was?
Is it
Just
Malcolm? Was he in the tree? Malcolm,
Golden
Mr.
balls.
Perfect Ginger, would never do anything wrong. No. He's in your tree,
In my
wasn't he?
Christmas tree, there was just this little ginger face with, he's got that little white mask down the bottom, just peeping around. In fact, he'd managed to undo some of the branches so that he had a better space to spectate from.
Nice.
Naughty Malcolm, I think is what we say there. Alrighty, so when you've got that, you then just repeat exactly the same, Gem, exactly the same. Find that centre point, do that by folding or with your pen, and then centre point onto there, and we're going to stitch leaving that 1/4 of an inch. Oof. It's really hurt my back, you know.
Oh, that's no good.
I worked out that I put out 1/2 ton of hay each night for the horses at the moment. It's starting to feel a bit.
They're very appreciative horses.
But not really.
Yeah, they
They're
are.
just like, oi, minion,
Where is our food?
give us some hay. Which is fine. I just am their human. That's absolutely fine. So a little overlap, I'm just getting rid of that. Yeah. And since I worked out that number, it's almost like my back's gone, oh! Well, that's quite sore then, isn't it?
Youch.
Yeah, I know. Shouldn't have ever worked it out, should I? There we go. And there we go. So when that is all... You see, I would use clips on here, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah. You don't need to be poking holes in this beautiful
You do
velvet.
not. You do not need to be doing any of that.
Oh, it's going to be fab.
Isn't it? I'm
now
glad
you'll
you've noticed that,
You'll
Gemma.
have two, so you won't need the other one, so I can have that one.
Sorry, you have met my
great
daughter, right?
idea.
Haven't you?
It's too big for her. She's so dinky, she could probably get in this bag.
She's also growing like a weed.
In secret. A little bit every day.
Every day. Oh, what was your quote on that? Because that was quite
It
funny.
was John Bishop, wasn't it?
Yeah, but what does he say? They grow in secret.
And then as they grow, little bits of loveliness fall off them. Just fall away. Little
Until they
bits of
hit
loveliness.
teenage.
Little tiny bit by tiny bit. And so all you're left with is this unappreciative teenage thing.
Can't wait for that.
You reckon?
No,
No.
I'm not ready for that.
No. You're not ready for it.
Captain Small does the best cuddles
Mm-hmm.
ever. Ever.
Meg used to as well.
I know someone said to me, well, soon they won't want to touch you, they won't be in the same room as you or anything. I was like, what? What? No, that can never be.
I know, right? But sometimes when they're having like a massive strop when they're little, you kind of go, oh, when will you be grown up already? Or, you know, when they're hard work. And then when they are grown up, you're like, oh, I just want to plonk them on my lap and give them cuddles.
I think if you tell them enough, oh, you won't want to give me cuddles. And they go, yes, I will, Mummy. That maybe, hopefully.
No.
No? Yeah, not going to be a thing?
Sadly, no.
Well, that's
Soz.
rubbish then, isn't it?
I know.
To make the most of it, is that what we're saying?
Yeah, for sure.
The small people cuddles.
It's extraordinarily exciting. You're going to have another bag in a minute. Look at it. Look at it.
It's gonna be gorgeous. Well, it kind of already is gorgeous, to be fair.
I love it.
I will at some point also get round to working out why my machine is making this awful noise.
I like the fact, despite the awful noise, it's still, like, you know, slaving on.
Oh, it's got a lovely stitch. Yeah, no problem there. Oh, it's a trooper, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a proper trooper.
Yeah. That's why we heart it very much. Okay. This does come together quite quickly if you don't painstakingly spend hours over which bit of fabric you're going to cut. Like when I did this over the cape, I'd have had it finished by now because it was all fabulous. And it was, you know, there were not these considerations to be had. Were there? No.
No, not no.
Oh, Gemma, you'd be proud of me. I managed to watch a Christmas movie last night.
Ah, did you?
Yes, I did.
Good stuff.
Yep, I thought you'd be proud.
What did you watch?
Love Actually.
Oh, I love Love Actually.
I forgot how funny it is.
Oh, I love it.
I don't think I'd remembered how funny it was.
Normally, I have a day towards the end of November where I put on Christmas like onesie or pyjamas or something and a silly Christmas hat, and I sit and I do a load of wrapping whilst watching Love Actually, The Holiday, and the first Bridget Jones film.
Why? Hang on. Bridget Jones isn't a Christmas movie.
No, but it is. It starts at Christmas and ends at Christmas.
Oh, okay. Right,
Yeah,
stand corrected.
Yeah, she's in the snow and she's going to her parents' house for the annual turkey curry buffet.
Oh, I do like a turkey curry buffet.
And it starts all Christmassy and it ends all Christmassy.
So, with their jumpers.
Yeah.
So basically, anything with Colin Firth-based goodness in.
You noticed that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think there is a generation that just remember Colin Firth coming out the water.
Yes.
Am I right?
As Mr. Darcy.
Am I right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the truth of the matter, isn't it, Gemma? If we're being honest. And you see, I don't know that the next generation will have that. Is that right?
Well, I mean, Meg, when she was smaller than Emily even, had an obsession with Pride and Prejudice.
Oh.
The BBC version. So we've got the box set, and to be fair, we've nearly worn those DVDs out.
Who knew you could do
but
that?
I used to pick her up when she was at school, and she'd be absolutely shattered, and I'd say, "You all right, Meg?" And she'd go, "Oh, Mummy, can we please just have Pride and Prejudice and a cuddle in a big blanket?" I was like, "Oh yes."
Yes.
We can.
Go on then.
That what I need to do to be a good mummy? Not a problem. I can throw a hot chocolate in with that one and be super mum.
Wow.
No probs.
I mean, you have just upped the ante there, haven't you? Significantly.
And that's what we did. We used to cuddle up and watch.
Oh.
And Sense and Sensibility as well.
So when I was that age,
yeah,
my go-to was, I've completely forgotten until you said it, were the first round of Poldarks.
Oh, do you know I've never seen it?
Huh?
Never seen it.
Oh, hush your mouth. How have you never seen the first round? So much better. I'm sorry. Like, I know there's eye candy in the second, and it's great. That's all very well and good. But I have to say, if we're being honest, the first one was great. Cause, and I used to go on set for the second one because it was filmed just down the road from where I was living.
Amazing.
Right. We've got a bag outer. Gusset, sorry, Karen.
But it's true.
It's true, we're right sides together.
We're not going to hide your Gusset. Because we're not going to hide your Gusset from Karen.
Oh, no.
You know,
Or
we're going to be loud and proud with the Gusset because it's functional.
Right sides together. This is going in. We're going in.
This is such a lovely make.
Right. Right. And then just pop your seams together. I'm putting a little clip.
Cliptastic today.
Do you know, yeah, feeling that a bit. Dee-dee-dee. Diddly-dee-dee. There we go. And then you're just going to stitch around the top. That's it. And then you can turn it through, and then you just need to insert it into your bag handle, and I will show you how to do that in one momente.
Excellent. This is the super exciting bit because you're so close to a finished bag. It's like, oh.
Well, you
look at
are,
it.
and then you need to sit down for like 2 days and actually sew it into the...
Which is fine. That's a Christmas film activity.
Do you know what that sew is?
That's a like Colin Firth / Jude Law / ooh, Alan Rickman maybe activity.
Oh, Alan Rickman. Like, I know he was bad in Love Actually.
Yeah, but
But
still.
he can always be bad.
Bad
and get away
Harry.
with it.
Yeah.
You know, I first fell in love with Alan Rickman in Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves.
Yes.
He was fabulously bad there.
Saying he was going to cut someone's heart out with a spoon.
Yes.
Do you know Megan was completely in love with him, even when she was not much older than Emily. She told me she was going to marry him. Even as Snape, she just loved him.
We all love him.
And
it's the voice.
When we told her that he died, she absolutely sobbed. She was so heartbroken.
Her
It was
and half the nation.
I know.
I feel.
And he came into acting so late as well. He was like in his 50s.
Yeah, he was. He was.
Which is such a loss because he was a phenomenal actor. And that voice, yeah, like you say,
The
that
voice. The voice.
He was amazing.
Yeah.
It was just brilliant.
The voice. Oh, Alan. Oh, Alan. He wasn't very old, was he, when he shuffled off this mortar coil?
No.
Which seems massively sad. How old was it? I bet he was actually older than you think. Because in my head he was only 50 something.
No, I
I
think
bet he was like scary 70
he
or
might have
something
been
and
about
just-
70 or getting on for...
Was he though?
I think he was pretty much bang on 70. Let's see what Tinterweb says. Or he might have been 69, just coming up for 70 from memory.
Right. Where did I
Just use the internet to find out again about someone's life and to death. Here we go.
That is what you do at home, isn't
I
it, with your
know,
husband?
Yeah.
Because your husband likes to
he's always
accuse people of
declaring-
having,
Yeah.
you
Always
know.
declaring people dead. It's like, no, he's not.
But Gemma,
69. He was
69. Oh,
yeah.
there you go.
Mm.
Yeah, so older than... I kind of
Jim-
have him stuck at 50.
Just short of his
70.
70th birthday. It was about a month before. Far too young.
Right. You're going to have to hand stitch that turning through gap shut. Soz about that, but that's going to have to happen. Or if you actually remember to do it in the base, you'd be fine.
Yeah.
Right. However, this is when you then wrestle it into your bag outer, realising that you made a really good choice in colour.
Oh, look at it!
I
Sorry, that
know!
was so squeaky, but yeah.
Trying really hard not to feel smug and failing dismally because it is gorgeous.
Oh.
You see, Lisa doesn't join us for these shows very much at the moment because we're on British summertime, which throws it even later into the evening. But I think she would be proud. She'd be proud. Right.
Oh, so many people love Pride and Prejudice. Rebecca watches it at least once a week. She's so my girl.
Ah!
You're my girl, Rebecca. You're so right. If I had the time, I would be watching it daily.
Now, what the girl, I want to say Jennifer that played like the main part.
Jennifer Reilly. She
Yeah.
played Elizabeth Bennet.
Does she do? She didn't do much more after that, did she?
Do you know, she really didn't.
And yet she dyed her eyebrows because she's blonde. She's very blonde in real life.
Here we
She
go.
dyed her eyebrows so that they would consider her for the role.
Oh, really?
I don't know why I know that. Why do I know about
Here we
icons?
go. She's 51 now, Jennifer Ely.
What?
American actress, daughter of English actress Rosemary Harris and American author John Ely. She won a BAFTA TV award, didn't she?
Did she? Good
Yeah,
girl.
for being Elizabeth Bennet in Pride and Prejudice. Oh, she's been on Broadway.
Oh, well, I mean, if you're not going to be on our screens, be on Broadway,
Be on
right?
Broadway. Absolutely.
Right, I'm just going to show you. Oh, come on, screen. This there we are, is what our bag is going to look like. Yes and no, because you will find the halfway point, okay, and when you open this up, you will find the halfway mark in there. Oh, you can stitch, by the way, you can stitch round 1/4 of an inch around the top. Oh, nice lining. And I tend to stuff that up into there and whip stitch every other over the top, because when you get to that corner there, it does all fit, but you do need to stuff it into that corner. Whip stitch, whip stitch, whip stitch, and then that bit there sits very neatly on that seam there, and that, Gemma, is going to look rather fabulous. And if you'd gone with the Styleville, you'd really struggle to get that in because of the density of the velvet as well. So that's effectively what it's going to look like. It's not bad, is it? Do you want to see it the other side?
Fab. Yeah, Margaret's praising your positioning. Excellent choice with the pink pond.
Pink pond.
It's great, isn't it?
Yeah, so that, I mean, there you go. That's going to be my centre bit there.
And the crazy thing about this is you have made 2 of those bags
Oh, out of the metre.
out
yeah,
of
yeah,
the
yeah.
metre panel, and you
And
still have enough
yeah.
to make some pencil cases times a couple, some other bits and pieces as well.
You could make a little wallet as well, couldn't you, to go in said beautiful bag?
Yep.
Yeah. Rude not to.
Amazing.
Rude not to.
Jennifer Ely was also in The King's Speech.
Was she?
She played Myrtle. Who was Myrtle?
Myrtle.
Myrtle Logue, according to the internet.
Are you sure you IMDbing it?
I'm proper
I
Googling
thought the only
now.
film with anyone called Myrtle in it was Moaning Myrtle.
Oh, I want to say that Myrtle
Go on, Jen.
was the wife of the guy who was
Oh, who was the
tutor.
The tutor.
I think.
You're just making that up, though, aren't you?
But no, because I'm looking at her here.
Well, I can't see from there.
Wow,
You've
no,
got my
because you are.
glasses on.
I think I would say quite blind. But I
Oh, yeah, it
think
could
she
be.
might have
Yeah.
been.
Well, there we go. I mean, all of these mysteries
Oh.
and more, I feel we've covered
Unravelled.
in today's show. For those of you that woke up this morning going, Jennifer, what else
What
did she do? Yeah, what did she do?
do?
Well, clearly that. Thank you for your time today. Gemma, thank you for your time and unravelling of mysteries. Her friend is Google. And we will see you here tomorrow with brand new Lisa Chandler fabrics, brand new Lisa Chandler kits.
Woohoo!
If I get cutting them now.
Yep.
Yep.
Gonna go and do this.
Yep. And we will see you here tomorrow, 10 o'clock. Have a fabulous day. Make the most of this deal, because when these velvets are gone, they are gone. We had them printed specially for us. We overprinted so that we had some spare. Do you know what else would look rather lovely, Jem?
Mm-hmm.
One of the celebration bottle holders
Oh yeah, that would look
in
stunning.
velvet.
Yeah.
I'll leave you to think
Gorgeous.
about that. I'll see you here tomorrow.